Thank you so much, everyone. In the period where everyone is skeptical and looking to find out what their status is in terms of their health, self-isolation, some governors have come out to say they're negative, some say they are positive. This is one governor who has shown a proof of fitness. He's a governor of Kogi State. He was in the gym. Take a look at him. Governor Yaya Bello, one of his social media platforms, posted this to say he's fit and he has no coronavirus. All right, then, let's move into other issue away from coronavirus. You remember Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president, was swept perhaps almost totally out of the scheme of things in the politics of Kwara State, where the PDP, the party he belonged to, could not hold a single seat, even in the House of Assembly, in the Federal House, and in the Senate. APC took the lead, and the governorship seat was also won by the APC, fundamentally taking Bukola Saraki out of prominence. But this time around, there seems to be a lifeline, and is Honorable Jimoh Agboola, who is said to have won a seat in the Lawrence South constituency, state constituency in the House of Assembly, but he's protesting that he's not been allowed to be registered and sworn in since last year. What has happened? Let's hear from him tonight. Honorable Jimoh Agboola joins us now. He's a member-elect of the Kwara State House of Assembly. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Ashim.
Did you win the seat?
Yes, of course.
You didn't win at the poll. You went to the court.
At the poll, somebody was being announced, and we took him to the tribunal. So, from the tribunal, we were judged as the winner. At the Court of Appeal, we were judged as the winner. So, they went to Federal High Court in a bid to visit a Court of Appeal judgment. And at the Federal High Court too, last week, their petition was thrown out.
Out of the 20, how many?
24 members.
24 members you would have been the only PDP member.
Yes, of course.
You belong to the Saraki family, isn't it?
Yes,
political family.
Yes, of course.
So, as it stands right now, your thinking is maybe the APC does not want you in the House. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, they want to turn Kwara House of Assembly into APC House of Assembly. And the law is not like that. The law says Kwara State House of Assembly. And that is the first arm of government. As first arm, we do not need to promote impunity. The Court of Appeal is the last bus stop for any election petition into National Assembly or State Assembly. So they need to swear me in. People now are boiling. People are converging. They want to demonstrate. They want to sack undemocratic institution of Kwara House of Assembly. They are warming up.
Because what I'm hearing when I spoke with some members in the House is the fact that the case is multifaceted. That is, you have someone else that you took to court. The person who is there presently was not joined in the case. Is that true?
It's not like that. Somebody who doesn't fill any INEC form. The person there now does not have anything. He doesn't partake in hostages of election. He doesn't fill a single form, INEC form. He doesn't partake in anything. They cook a forge. They lead federal court into a wrong decision by giving them judgment after the first general election of presidential and national assembly election. That is, after that election, they got a ruling proclaiming the person now on seat as a PDP candidate. After the first on 27th of March. So, how could he partake? So, election that has been concluded, the election you doesn't feel from CF001, personal form, You doesn't have anything to do with INEC. Then you are not known to the law. You are not known to anybody.
Have you approached the speaker?
Yes, of course.
Have you approached the clerk?
Yes, of course.
So when you did, what happened?
They denied me access, entrance.
You could not enter.
I could not.
But INEC gave you a certificate of return.
Yes, certificate of return. I'm here with the certificate of return. INEC have complied. What is playing out now in that scenario is a case of Attorney General who wants to continue to be getting fund for its law firm on unnecessary litigation.
What does the Attorney General say?
Yes, he's the one advising the speaker.
How do you know he's the one advising
yes,
the speaker?
Of course.
How do you know?
I should know because the governor himself has congratulated me on my victory. Yes, announced on the radio, announced publicly by his chief press secretary. So the thing just turned, and they said because this Attorney General now is a counsel to the Sac Honorable.
Let's because we also wanted to know what happened, and so we approached the spokesperson of the Kwara State House of Assembly, Honorable Agboola Ayokunle, the Chairman House Committee on Information on the Kwara State House of Assembly. He joins us via telephone. Honorable, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the program. Honorable Ayokunle, why has the House of Assembly in Kwara State not sworn Honorable Agboola, Honorable Agboola in? Okay, we'll reconnect with him as soon as we just want to get why you have not been sworn in. You said you have tried to, have you gone back to court to report what has happened?
Yes, they took me to court, to Federal High Court.
On what basis?
On the basis of they want to revisit and upturn the judgment of Court of Appeal. And that case has been struck out. What we have in court now is me reporting them to Court of Appeal, asking Court of Appeal to enforce the judgment on them.
But are you aware there is a current case in court over that same seat? Are you aware?
There's no.
Are you aware that it is? I'm aware that there's a litigation on that seat presently as we speak.
The litigation they are talking about is the one I took them to. Enforcement. And if they do the needful today, it's just for me to just ask my lawyer to withdraw the case. They are not standing on anything now. What they are standing on now is a court content.
A contempt of court.
A contempt of court.
So,
the speaker, the clerk, they did not do their responsibility.
I don't know if we have Honorable Ayokunle. Okay, I understand that not yet. But as it stands right now, you say you are not aware, but I'm being informed that there is another man who you did not join in the suit. There's the honorable, the APC member that you joined in the suit.
His case has been strung out. That is the Federal High Court ruling judgment I'm telling you.
So you are saying that the man presently there is illegal for him to be there?
It's illegal to be there. He doesn't have any local standing to still be in the assembly.
Have you done accreditation?
Yes, I have done it.
At the house?
No, they didn't allow me to come in. They do not allow me. At the gate, they mounted the gate with security. And they do not allow me in.
All right. So where do you go from here?
Yes, that is what I'm telling you now.
Where do you go from here? What are you going to do? You were there earlier this week. On Monday, I understand. Or Tuesday.
No.
Or was it last week?
I have not been. Last week is the date. Is the day they pass the Federal High Court pass its judgment. Now what we are going to do is we are going to sack those illegal, undemocratic members because they do not
just
allow
a
us
moment.
in.
Let's hear
So,
from just a moment. Just a moment. Let's hear from Honorable Awolola Ayokunle, is the chairman, Kwara State House of Assembly's Information Committee. Thank you so much, Honorable Awolola Ayokunle. What is the reason why the gentleman here, the elected member-elect Jimoh Agboola, has not been sworn in?
Thank you very much. I can listen to what Mr. Agboola was saying a couple of minutes ago. First he said, Honorable Nilo, partook in the national campaign, national program during the 2019 elections. If you come to Kwara and you do your survey very well, you will know that Honorable Nilo participated fully in the electionary campaign. He was the one that contested and won the election. Yeah, the man was saying that he did not even fill the form. How can somebody do not fill the form, campaigned, and then went to various wards to contest?
Honorable Ayokunle, quickly, if I may ask you, did you get the court judgment from the Court of Appeal asking him to be sworn in? Did you get it?
No, I'm not aware about that, sir. I'm not aware about that. What I know is that it's a court process going on. Join Honorable the Clerk of the House, and the Speaker of the House of Assembly. So the case on ground is they do not join Nilo, Honorable Nilo, at all in the case this man is talking about. He does not join Nilo at all. The case between Mr. Agboola and Sehu Cement. So these are the personalities in the court. But the case now is between Honorable Nilo and Agboola, right, in which the court is in process. By May 4th, we know where we are going.
All right.
We don't want to go against what the law says because there's a court process on that.
We need to leave it at that. Honorable Ayokunle, thank you so much for your thoughts tonight. You heard him there, but we don't have time. But if I give you just one sentence to reply so that we can close.
Thank you. Maybe he's not aware of what is going on in the assembly. He's not aware of what is going on in the court. It's the same Nino that went to Federal High Court. And his petition has been struck out.
All right. We'll leave it at that, and I wish you all the very best, and I hope that you can resolve your issues.
Thank you.
Perhaps the last man standing in the Saraki PDP political family in Kwara State, and that's where we leave the conversation tonight on the program. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'm sure Kimale. Bye-bye.